Are you just checking the VIN against it?
Yeah, so...
Or are you scanning it for the VIN? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it'll read it, but it's... I don't know if it's dirty or if it's the shade.
Can it read a QR on the side door, the driver's side door?
I think it's missing this black little corner.
Oh, there's QR there too, huh? Or not QR.
Just some of the barcode.
Yeah, barcode.
So behind that black beat.
Yeah. You got the barcode. Is it better with the wiper up or down? Yeah, you would think. You just pull that. What do you think, man? Getting into
QR
crack.
code right here.
Right?
It's getting into crack, man, right here. Crack. This is what I fix. I fixed stuff like this for 27 years, man. Before it ever becomes this stuff. Like this was a chip.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then this was a chip, and it turned to a crack.
Got it.
But I fixed that before it ever became that. And I only got into windshield replacements about a year ago. And then my guy left, and so now it's just Corey and I, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we've done 20. This will be like 23 or 24 of ever replacing anything.
Wow.
Yeah, from Subarus to Toyotas to vans to calibrations to, yeah, we're only 24 vehicles in.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, man.
You're learning a lot, and you're getting in like a new field.
Yeah.
So you're expanding.
It is. Yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how you guys do it because I've always wondered. I never really watched the full process. So.
Yeah. Well, you can watch some of my videos because I do keep videoing. Corey, do you have your stand?
Yeah, it's in the glove box.
Oh, glove box. Cool. Ooh, new stuff here. Okay, I'm gonna set you down for a second. I can set this up for a long second. There we go. Wonderful, beautiful Clearview van. Clearview van. Yeah. Oh my God. Is it working or no?
No, because it's trying to decode the VIN. It said failed because I'm not connected.
Can you reconnect? Oh, there we go. Cool. Tethered. Hey, that made me feel good because all the time I've been pulling out of the recording and going to like turn my stuff back on so you can connect, but it was already
Still recording?
Yeah, still recording.
So this is the next page after you've connected the J2534 from the vehicle to the Autel tablet. It's all guided now. So we've just decoded the VIN. This is the year, make, model. And so now it should just take us through the steps.
It's doing a pre-scan.
Yep, this is pre-scan. So I guess pre-scan is we're making sure that everything's communicating, everything that's ADAS. Because if there's an error and it's not communicating, it's going to mess up the calibrations all around.
And there shouldn't be any issue because this is a brand new vehicle, isn't it? Like nobody's owned it.
Yeah, but still, it's like the sensors for the ADAS are so fragile that if this was backed into, it could need a recalibration.
What if somebody stopped hard or cut left or right?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think it has to actually sustain damage, I guess, to be hit.
To knock the calibration out.
So once you've decoded the VIN and you've let the Autel run its thing, it takes you to this page. This is where you do the pre-scan.
Pre-scan.
Right.
Can it change a calibration setting if you lift a vehicle? If you
Oh
lift
yes, yes. Yeah.
alter
If a vehicle suspension is raised or lowered, then it needs to be calibrated.
it alters the factory calibration.
Yeah. Yep. So now on this page, you have two. It's the same thing, but it's two different ways of looking at it. I go to the list, and then here, once I hit fault scan, it's gonna read all of these. The only ones we're concerned about are the ones that have the blue ADAS next to it.
This right here, Josh, is Corey's jam. It's what he wants to do, man.
Yeah.
All the techie side stuff.
Well, this is the future, man. The only thing that Chris Markham made a point of that I started thinking about was that this is a symptom of a broken windshield.
Symptom of, yes.
Yeah. But it's also not just a symptom of a broken windshield. It's a symptom of front end collision. It's a symptom of sensors going bad.
Right. Yeah, if somebody like jars their rear view mirror, hits it hard, or something.
So now on this page, this is after it's ran the fault scan. And so there's a way that we're able to clear these codes. I just don't know how to yet. DT, okay. Come here.
Just because you leave town doesn't mean you should go without your commercial-free music. Play by play from your favorite teams. Most entertainment news you listen to every morning. Get SiriusXM and get the radio.
Here's one of the things, Josh, Corey and I have had to learn to slow down a little bit because there's a process that needs to happen first. Because we would start tag teaming, like taking the wipers off while running this scan and such, or I'd start removing the things from the shroud behind the mirror. But the order is pre-scan first. If pre-scan is passed, then we can move forward.
And
Then if that's a pass, we remove the shroud from this windshield to make sure that everything and every component matches that windshield. Otherwise, we don't proceed.
And for pre-scan to pass, these faults here, I'm clearing them because I want to clear them for the customer. But I'm sure they'll come back.
You know,
But we're not concerned with these faults because
they
don't involve ADAS. So these ones pass no fault means that we should be in the clear. These ones kind of concern me because I don't know yet why they come up no response.
Cruise control.
If it's just because it's not a part of what this vehicle has.
Oh, as far as it's
Yeah, like it's trying to send a signal to it and it's not getting anything back because the vehicle may not have these.
So yeah, they come with so many options, man. Like we can see that in the glass we order. There's often 7 different windshields for this vehicle.
Yeah, I was showing
Because
them.
one might have a rain sensor, one might have lane departure, one might have temperature.
And what is an ADAS? What is ADAS pass?
Advanced driving assistant system.
Okay.
Advanced driving assistance system.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's 5 stages to autonomy, full autonomy. We're in like 2, getting close to 3. But once you hit the 5th level, everything's autonomous. Everything is
like
sensors.
Jetsons.
Yeah, everything like pretty soon you'll tell your car to take you somewhere, and based off of the data it pulls from traffic, it'll know the timing of when to make a turn.
Brother, question. Do these doors need to be shut in order to run this process or no?
So right now it's not saying that there's any issue. I think what would happen is we would get error codes.
it would say closed doors.
Yeah, it would say, please make sure these following steps are correct. I'd assume.
Just so you know, we started at 2 o'clock. I'll keep us posted. What's neat about recording, Josh, is we can always go back and look at it, but I like putting them up on YouTube. When we get, if I start recording when we get here, then when we finish, I have a timestamp. I'm like, hey man, it took us an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah. Unless I have upsets and stuff and I have to stop the thing.
Do you put the whole video up on YouTube, or do you break it apart or speed it up?
You know, man, I think people like long form. They like this chatter in the background of like what we're doing.
Okay.
Because it's natural and real. And what I think I'm finding with YouTube, and I'm not sure if this is right, but people will turn it on and they'll watch this in the background. It'll be background noise. So, you know, if we drop a F-bomb, if we're like, well, fuck, man, then all of a sudden they're gonna be like, attention. Oh, so there's an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding.
I like that too, and it keeps people, and it's more genuine.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's real because it's not altered. And so yeah, we get to go through a lot.
Okay.
Oh, is it successful?
Yeah. Well, this is just a pre-scan.
Pre-scan.
So yeah, as far as I could tell, we're
Cool.
clear to proceed.
And what do we do next, Corey?
So the next step would be the windshield wipers and the cowl,
Shroud.
along with the shroud and the rearview mirror.
And I've been usually taking those shrouds off. You want me to do that still?
Yeah.
I can kind of. I'll set the camera down and I'll show.
Yeah.
You want
Josh.
me to hold the camera?
Yeah. You want to be cameraman?
Yeah, I'll be
Here,
camera.
buddy. You can have it right there. Yeah. Hey, you can hold it.
Awesome.
Show your face. Hey, this is Josh. Camera.
Hi, I'm Joshua. I'm the new cameraman.
You can sit in here or out there. Once he switches spaces, then we've got to take this off, which is called the shroud. It holds all of the camera and sensors in here. And why we need to remove that is because we need to make sure it matches that windshield in there.
Okay.
Hey, Mountain Dew, give us free stuff.
Right? Free stuff, Mountain Dew. This is the future.
So you should have everything in that bag, huh?
Yeah, it's all right here.
That's cool. Leave it to Corey, man. He condensed everything from inside the van
Into one bag, huh?
into one bag. He's like, this is what we're using all the time. You can swoop around here, Josh, if you'd like.
Absolutely.
So, I'm not super great at this, man. I'm learning as I go how to do some of these things, but it's like, it's so tough because it's all plastic pieces that are held in place, and you want to be careful with them because they could, you know, these little things could snap. And so you have to remove like this shroud, and some of them push down, and some of them lift up, and some of them pop off. But when you are working like this, you want to use plastic on glass, not metal on glass. This one's already cracked, so it don't matter. But this is what we gotta do.
Alrighty. We're all learning here together.
Yeah, bro. You love Jesus?
I do.
Haha. Nice, man. Jesus is good.
Mm-hmm.
God is great. Corey had me praying because of you. at meals.
Yeah,
He's like, hey man, we need to pray. Josh prays at his meal.
I do.
All right, so come up in here. Look at this. So what we have, this shroud that we've removed, and this piece that goes with it.
Okay.
And we have a camera, and then we have rain sensor.
And this is the camera right here?
Yeah, that's the camera. So when we remove that, you're gonna see. So the camera should just kind of. It's so weird, man. Like every one of these is a different setup, bro.
Okay.
Like that, it had those two little things. Should be able to pull this guy out, and that's our guy. That's the guy that costs so much money and is so fragile. And then we remove that. So this guy.
And this is what we tested with that machine over there to make sure we're still good before we switched it.
Yep. And this guy, if we break it, it's out thousands of dollars, man.
Okay, I can
So
see that.
we need to make sure this guy matches the other one. And we'll set him right there for now. And then I need to do these pins. This one I need a little more of a pink.
We got Corey out there taking off the windshield wipers now.
Yep. So I got that. So those windshield wipers, they get real sticky. Okay, so that's our guy. Now this guy's got a little sticky back that we have to pull off of the windshield, but I don't want to harm the pins in this. So this stuff is just, it's like a tedious job, man. You have to find the releases and you start learning what they are. Okay. So what I've done is I've just pulled the whole guy off, but this is gel pack connection and stuff, and there's the rain sensor.
Okay.
So
And we want to make sure the gel pack stays intact.
yes, so we can either keep this gel pack or we purchase another one, which they're not very expensive, man. They're like just $9, $10. These things, yeah, so it's just this little guy, I think. I almost kind of put him back in there. The messed up thing about these is it takes like 3 hands sometimes.
You want me to pull out as you're pushing in?
Yes.
All right.
I think that. There it is. See, it takes 3 hands. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got this. So these are our very important two components: the camera and the rain sensor. Now we've got this completely removed. I tucked this back, and I have to take off the mirror too. But I tucked that back because when we go to cut out the glass, we don't want to cut these wires, man.
Okay.
It'll be bad news. So these things, they all twist. Shoot, it's a real hard twist. It comes off. This is like the new style that they're making for all of these rear view mirrors, so everything's kind of similar. All right, so that's all broken down. Look well at this and these things, because we gotta go check that windshield and make sure it's the same stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we took the options to make sure.
Yeah. So let's go see. You want to focus on Corey for a minute? Yeah.
Absolutely. What are you doing over here, Corey?
Getting this cowl taken off.
Getting what taken off?
It's called the cowl.
A cowl?
Yep, it's this
Okay.
part here.
This is the cowl, guys. While Corey's over there taking off the cowl.
Okay, buddy. Can you kind of see back in here?
Yes.
Okay, so you can even zoom if you need to.
All right.
So watch this. These two guys go in here, and they lock down and clips in. Clip, clip. That camera works, and this guy works. I may replace the little gel pack, but I think we're okay.
Yeah, it looked pretty solid back then.
Yeah, and we didn't contaminate it or anything. And that locked in. Sometimes you hear a click, sometimes you don't, but these things fit. So that tells us that we got the same right windshield.
Awesome.
So.
Definitely.
So that people understand some of the money aspect of this. So the whole deal with the windshield replacement on this one, it's like a $1,600 build out. That's how much it is, $1,600. But you buy the glass and you double that, so the glass is like $400, and then you have to double the price so that we can make money. And then you have labor, and you have calibrations with this. It has a dynamic and a static. When you do duals, that's like $400. And sometimes they require you do a static with all of this calibration equipment, and then you have to go for the dynamic drive, and so that's why it's costly. But it gets up in price, and the profit margin on this, $800 to $1,000 for the work that we do.
Which is great, and his honesty is amazing as well.
Yeah, try to be forthright and transparent.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, what can I do, brother? Okay. Oh, this is really fun, great stuff here.
Got some big old suction pads.
Yeah, that is called a bison. Do you think our string is long enough,
The
brother?
bison.
That's a very good point.
I don't think it was
No.
the last time.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I bet
But-
we'd be sorely disappointed.
I thought so far into the future.
Good job, good job. Yeah, I think we'd be disappointed.
Yeah, we no
Okay.
doubt.
Okay.
Good call.
So he's gonna have to re-spool.
And check that out. I unspooled it and it ripped.
So he has to unspool it because we were running for a pretty long time on our line, and I think we might have had it split, and then we were able to retie, so that shrunk our line. And the
Would
line
you mind
has to go
handing me
all
the
the way
garbage
around.
can, brother?
This what, brother?
Our little trash can.
Oh yeah. Got it. It's good to have a little trash can. Here we go. So real quick recap of what Corey did here. So you have the two posts, which are your wipers. You have to unbolt those, remove those. Then you have this cowl. The cowl is set in with all kinds of clips, and so you have to remove those. You try not to break them when you remove them, but if you do, then we always have backups. We got a bunch of clips. They're plastic. They tend to break. And then you have to remove that cowl so that we could get under the whole glass with our cut tool, which we've grown accustomed to the orange bat, the bison, these things for cutting out glass. But the methods they also have are cold knifing and a pipe blade and extractor. And we're not real proficient with that, but we're getting really damn good, fucking good with that bison tool that Corey's working on.
Okay.
And again, man, we're only 24 windshields in, so we're really amplifying, I think.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You just start counting. I'm gonna keep
I
counting.
stopped counting because I figured, you know what?
We're
A
in
number is just a number.
it. The numbers.
Yeah.
It's the attention to detail.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I agree.
We got a data guy and a detail guy.
Yeah. Any questions yet, buddy?
As of now, none at the time. I do wonder, well, how come you prefer the bison and what was the other tool that you called to break it out?
The
The bat wing?
The spider.
The spider? Okay.
Well, at first, man, we weren't happy with this because we would snap the line and stuff. And it's because we didn't understand some things. There's setting pins, and those would bind up. So setting pins are there for, do I need to go real low?
Yeah. Cut it. I'll run it on this side.
Let me cut here. Thank you. Nice slice. So when we first learned this, we didn't completely understand it. I sure hope I cut that long enough this time. I think we did. Okay. We didn't completely understand it because there's a tension to it. When you're cutting with it, you can feel how it cuts through polyurethane, and that goes really easy like butter. But then you'll hit something like either a pinch weld or a setting pin.
It's gonna happen with this one.
Which is gonna happen.
Setting pins on the bottom and the top.
Okay, so it's gonna happen with this one. But we've learned to navigate those things and prepare for those things if we encounter them. Because you don't want to cut the pinch weld. Amazingly, this stuff could cut metal.
Wow.
Yeah, when it pulls tight like a Chinese finger trap, it gets it makes it like steel.
Wow. And so how do you get around the pinch, or not the pinch, but the little pins?
Those pins and the pinch weld and all that
A lot
stuff.
of attention.
A lot of attention.
Yeah. A lot of feeling as you're using this tool. Someone out there inspecting to make sure that.
Patience,
Yeah. And if you don't have a helper or someone to give you a hand, then I would recommend, as soon as it gets tighter than what it should feel, go out, inspect the pinch weld, make sure that what you're cutting through isn't the body of the vehicle.
you know.
Wow.
And you'll probably need all this slack to push through anyway. Sorry to myself. I hit my own watch. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Thor.
Sorry.
Sorry, watch.
You could have a seat in there if you'd like that.
Alrighty. Or see how he passes the string through here first.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. He's gonna push it right through here, or through there somewhere. With this one threader is what it's called. It's a threader tool.
Okay. Put in suction cup.
This is a threader.
Better.
It's a threat to society. Threader.
Kind of like a flat-bladed tool.
Yeah, they call it a threader, but you use this to push down. Oh, key in ignition 7.
And the plastic's there so you don't mess up any of the dash, right?
Yep.
So he's gonna push through, and that metal should allow him to push through the polyvinyl, but there are some things that are in the way. Okay, bro, you're through. See, that's the little guy that we want right there.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I get to pull this. So excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull this. Brother, do you got a hook tool? I've got it. It's just tiny. It's tiny.
Maybe some slack. Oh,
Thank you.
alright.
See, so this little hook tool. Let me good fishing. Okay, so here's an important thing. So we got two sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what he was just pulling was that side, and then I'm pulling this side, so it has two different sides. So
And you want to make sure they don't cross.
Yep, you want to make sure they don't cross, or you're gonna cut weird on the glass. Think that's good, brother? And then just notice how what we're trying to do is stay in that, just underneath the glass is where we want to be with this. But then we have to look out for these setting pin things like this. So I might need his tool again. Not sure.
Okay. Do you have your little tool for him? The hook?
What do you need, a poker?
Just that little hook, man, because
Little hook, I don't know what you mean.
or that what do you call that, the hokey thing? What the hell is it called? Yeah, what are these called?
I don't know the technical.
Honestly, I don't know if I need to be underneath it like this because those things go that direction. You know what I mean? It's supposed to fold in that way. I'd like to be beneath them. Like that. I don't know if I'm gonna get beneath this guy. There we go. Like that. That should work. Now we're underneath. Dude, there's these guys bullying us, man, on this glass forum.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I'm gonna give a big fuck you to those guys. God bless you, Corey. Fuck them other guys.
Yeah,
Nah, they're just punks. Hey, maybe it's bro code, man. Maybe what they're doing is they haven't matured yet, and so what they want to do is they want to help somebody learn by giving them a hard time.
Did you see my comment?
So what is it that they're saying?
They just keep talking trash, like they're not helpful. Yeah, what did you say, Corey?
On the last post that you put up about the people trying to scam us.
Yeah, you just let them know that, hey, you're not helpful.
Yeah, I just said, hey man, unless you're gonna be informative, don't add anything. You know, like the context of what you're trying to make the situation out to be is just your context, not ours.
And come on, man, like everybody's got to start somewhere. We're only 25 windshields in. These guys don't want to be helpful; they want to be hurtful. You can pull that, buddy. And just because they've been doing it 20 plus years, dude, I would never do that to somebody who just got into windshield repair, man. Hell, I'm more prone to maybe go against veterans. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a veteran in windshield repair. So maybe I'd correct a veteran, but I'm not going to correct a dude.
Okay.
I think we're good, buddy.
The only part that I worry about really is the bottom.
The bottom, and it had those one setting pins, you know, the ones that like kind of fold down and lift back up, and I know, see that we're here. I think it's gonna fall into place, buddy, when you tighten it up. So now comes the magic. You want to hop in here and watch him?
Oh yeah, let's see.
Would you like to spray a little water on this?
I could, yes.
So I believe that water gives it just a little bit of
The Corey special is. Don't let me get you wet.
Eh.
The Corey special is that he believes, and he's not wrong, that lubrication helps. He's not wrong. Did we snap?
no.
No. But most people don't really lubricate this stuff. But I don't fault it. I think it's a good thing. So it's cutting all the way up here right now. Pat.
You see it going up? Oh, that's
So see how that's going? It's just a wire and a line, man. Trippy, huh?
yeah, wow.
Try to keep the camera horizontal so people don't have to
Oh yeah.
tilt their
TV, huh?
Their TV. So then, about the time you get to a 90 degree, you swap and go to the other, or you move the bison over and stuff, and so.
So as you get to a 90 degree, you want to move the bison because it won't allow it to go any further, right?
Yeah, because it's a fulcrum point. It's off of a leverage.
Mm.
Then you're pulling against nothing. When a pulley has a pulley, then it's got leverage.
So we're gonna want to pull it all the way over this way, correct?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So he's going there. See, he's across the bottom right now. Starts sounding like a banjo or a guitar string.
And you see how we're moving the plastic there with the string.
So now, eventually you get to a point like this where you're better off repositioning this.
Okay.
So, what I'm thinking is because I'm trying to cut from here to there and it's such a long distance, if I do just the opposite, it should at least get me to that corner.
And half of his windshield's already released.
Man.
Little tight spot.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very tight.
Want me to move the bison?
Like right here.
So he's trying to position it, I think, to get the where it comes off of that spindle.
Yeah, would it give them all the way around up to here?
I like to finish my cut at a corner. I don't know if that helps or what, but to me it just whoop. Damn.
I think just when we start finding those preferences, things that worked for us, and we want to do them again. I agree. Can you spray again a little more?
It got a little easier to cut that way.
Okay. And all of these guards he's putting in place because remember that thing it turns into a wire and it can cut through plastic, it could cut through metal.
Yeah, and it will mess up their dash.
You know, dash and pillars and A-pillars and all that. A lot of stuff going on with this right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna work that in instead of this. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Okay.
Okay, wait, you're getting into that. Okay.
Ooh. Yep, safety pin.
Corey, good job. So it got really weird. It got really weird at the mirror because of all those components that were in the way. This is also peculiar, huh? Just kind of try to lay it down on this a little. I really like that. Yeah, I can.
Can we take it all the way off?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, is that? Oh, does that have a?
That's connected into something back there.
Or does it drain out there?
I think it's a drain.
It drains out there. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I can see where the bracket that it goes into right here.
Okay. So that's the drain, and this is the.
This is also a drain.
Oh, this is also a drain.
Yeah, this is for rainwater. Or when you spray your windshield washer fluid,
Yeah.
it's gonna hit this reservoir and drain.
Okay, let's take the cowl out now.
Oh, wait, what about this one?
That one is
I just
connected.
left it in there because of the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it's connected back there, yeah.
Yeah, that one's connected.
I say we just look at the cowl now.
Okay, I was just trying to get it to set down or lay down so we could lay this down.
I mean, you could put the hood on it as long as you do it slowly. And actually, you know what would be another good thing to put on that list?
What's that?
One of the things to hold the hood up for you, where you could adjust it to different levels.
Oh yeah. I think that's a good thing. That's good.
All right.
Oh, want me to grab it?
I got it.
I
Oh,
figured
yeah,
it
yeah.
probably-
Well, you're on
since it's
video,
a big
right?
piece of
Go ahead.
glass.
It's a heavy. He just got promoted. He went from cameraman to glass man. Look at all that cut, man.
Wow.
Smooth.
Yeah. Butter. Whoa.
Did you want me to blade out of the bucket over there?
Yes.
Here's this 2-core.
And then Josh, if you go to the side door in the van, where you'll see these claw things that go on the vehicle.
Oh.
It's on the side. The side, you'll see like the on your left hand. Just go up that rack there. You'll see them.
Good cut, bro.
Thank you.
Good cut.
Yeah, no, the cloth. It's like a they set on here.
Kind of like a soft rags. Yeah. Yeah, he likes to set them here and magnetize them. They have magnets. It should, but I think it's plastic though. Yeah.
Okay. What does this do?
Just kind of protects the hood.
Oh, so it doesn't get scratched or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because they're putting glue?
Yeah, is that both of
You
them?
could you could use this to put your tools on.
Oh.
Here's one more, Josh. One more for the other side.
Josh, down here on the bottom, I want you to start over that side as far as you can get. Go back 20%. Go slow. So, get it started for you like that. All you're gonna do is pull this a little, just keep tension on it, and just keep that blade flat.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And do that all the way around?
Yep.
All right.
Becomes an art.
To me, it's satisfying. I love this part. As weird as that is.
Dude, the bison did it, man. Nice job, bison. It's a $800 tool.
Just looking at the Spider Edition,
What's that go for?
it's a little bit cheaper because it's smaller. I'm not sure that it could do heavier duty stuff like this. Maybe it can.
Nice.
Are we gonna let Josh shoot?
Shoot the. That's where the stuff gets nuts, man. Is shooting the polyurethane. It's not an easy task, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one would think, oh, it's just caulking. It's just like caulking, which it kind of is, but I don't know. It's tough.
It's an art.
It's an art.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's either figure it out, and get better at it, or find some other way that hopefully works as well.
Oh, I'm gonna get some of that. There's the hotness right there. Corey's making it work.
It's all about finding your comfort zone.
Sometimes they just have like little connects.
Yeah, no, it's like the body. So like the pinch weld,
Yeah.
there's a little like speck where it's hitting the blade. So you just gotta work around it. Really, I try to keep this blade as flat as possible. You want that 1 millimeter of glue.
Right. 1 millimeter of glue is what we're looking for. Kind of is satisfying, isn't it?
I think so. That's probably why there's no complaints anytime from me when we get to this part.
Oh, you have a tiny blade over there. You have another one like that?
Yeah, take this one.
Okay, cool.
Heath needs to order more. I keep forgetting to order the wing. Corey, find me the part number on the WRD wing and we'll get them.
Right. Okay.
Because I just can't.
Well, you know what I'm learning?
Huh.
You don't have to buy all this stuff off Omega. If you go to GT Tools,
GT Tools has it, yes.
they have all of this stuff. And you don't need a car.
Well, you know what? Check it. I was looking at GT Tools the other day and they'll sell the wing blade, but it comes with the device. They don't sell the wing blade separately. Like I can't buy a 20 pack of blades. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I don't want to just keep buying. That's a good cut right there.
You don't need that much of
That's a good cut. Nice attention.
So now I need the horsetail.
Horse tail.
And windshield cleaner.
Usually at this point I would be pulling the windshield out, but I'm having fun filming.
So I wonder what's up with these safety pins down here.
Oh, those are the ones,
They come out?
no, they don't come out, they stay there. Well, we could pull them out. But those ones were there when we did the 2020 one.
Okay.
I could
So-
pull them.
No, alright.
Just
we'll
leave 'em?
We'll leave them.
Okay.
Unless it's recommended, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there could leave a comment.
Yeah, somebody leave us a comment on these puppies right here. You know what that is?
No, I
Wax. So when you pierced through,
don't.
and
Oh,
we pull
from the
out
wire.
and we pull the wire, it's leaving behind shavings of wax. I think that wire is waxed.
Yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm about to do something else because I'm paying attention to detail. I know there's a lot of electronics in here.
Nice. Yeah, we don't want to get wet there. Okay, we want to try to take the glass.
And what's he doing right now?
What he's doing is just
I'm preparing
making sure he's
and cleaning. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let me do
You could
this.
actually start over here.
Okay. Let that sit there a minute.
Corey, do you want gloves?
You don't like them, he's sweating.
I do it once we start touching the new glass. Actually, let's go around.
See how it'll lay right into the windshield.
So we are at a little bit of an angle here, so just keep it. Pick it up real quick, Josh. back to the well, actually, should I give him the rundown?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna prep this.
Prep. Oh, whether it's primer activator
primer,
or just.
or just keep doing what we've been doing, man.
I'm okay doing what we've been doing. Are you?
Yeah, I like it better that way.
I do too. Yeah. Run the same game each time. I'll get you the one.
Blow up this is called the foot band. It's black stuff. It's called the foot band. Straight. Spray it all the way around just on this foot band.
Okay.
And you're just gonna scrub it with that scrubber.
Yeah, because we don't want these fingerprints.
On this part. This part? Yep. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Just like that.
Yeah, because what we don't want is the fingerprints anymore. See how they kind of light up there, the fingerprints?
What is this sponge?
That is a abrasive, like a Scotch Brite, and by using that, it will just kind of eliminate the grease and the oils of people having handled this.
Okay.
Because when we're gluing something together, you don't want to have oils that can add to the separation of the polyurethane. Now, some people think doing something like this is overkill, but I think it's the right way. It's what we've been watching on YouTube.
All right.
Meister. Yeah.
I've already cleaned it.
Yeah. Primer activator.
Primer and then activator.
On that one, but we don't prime and activate the. Well, we prime the windshield, but don't activate it. Right? I think.
Josh, this right here, you're gonna use primer in a second. It's the same stuff as this. It's just a different form.
Primer.
With this here, what I'm doing with this. It smells horrible.
Unless you're a huffer. If you like huffing paint, then it smells delicious.
Scrumptious.
Alrighty. So now that we've done that, now we just clean the windshield and use these. In here, hold on a second. I always bless the windshield. Fish.
Oh yes. I love that.
So we'll zip over here to Corey. Corey's touching up.
How's it going, folks?
Hi there, buddy. Corey's just touching up any of the spots that need primer if they were exposing any paint.
I think we did pretty good with
Dude, that cut?
the bison, yeah.
Yeah. I agree, that cut. Do you need something, brother? No? Oh, you were just inspecting everything. So this is what we're looking for, guys. It's this. It needs help. It just needs primer.
So, from what I understand, is doing this is doing a couple things, right? It's making sure that we get a good adhesion with our new bead, but it's also preventing rust, right?
Yes. Yes.
Where we're making it so that these little spots that we nick of the paint, when you primer over it, it should at least prevent it for a period of time, I would imagine.
Agreed. And it's the application that happens after we do any rust repair. So yes, primer always prevents rust and helps with adhesion. Let's get up close. close and personal now. It's like coloring.
Yeah. It's never good at coloring though. I think I'm pretty good at this in comparison. I think that's it, guys.
You gonna show Josh how to prime the windshield?
Yep.
Cool.
And so what did you put the coloring on this for?
So the spots where we either nicked into this down to the paint or chipped the paint, we just go over it with that
So
primer.
it doesn't rust.
Yeah. So you get good adhesion.
All throughout.
Now, to do this next part, Josh, you gotta look at the old glass. You have to look and see where the old urethane was, and it does kind of like this tricky thing. Where it comes down, it's about a ½ inch up, and then here it jumps up,
Jumps up, yep.
jumps back down. And we are pretty far below the VIN.
It jumps up right here a little bit.
Real far below
Right
the
in this
bin.
middle part here. But if you look over by the VIN, usually a good cue to know where to put your polyurethane, your primer, is by where that it is at the VIN. It's kind of like your starting and finishing point. But this one's kind of strange where it's below it. So we'll just try to match it the best we can.
I mean, you see right here.
If we have to do extra to compensate for like trying to make that happen, then we'll just use extra.
Yeah.
Are you still using these swabs
Daubers?
here?
Little
Yeah.
daubers? I like them. You like them?
Yeah, I think they work fine.
I'm gonna. Did you cut these? Did you cut a couple?
Nope.
I need to cut a couple, so we just have them, huh?
Yeah, I know there was 2 over there.
Yeah.
I grabbed 2 from up there.
Cool. I'll make sure
Where's
I'll
our
cut
primer
them.
at?
Oh. Primer. Here's the sauce right here.
Yeah, this is heat sauce right here. I'm the cutout guy and he's the glass prep guy.
Kinda
And then
glass
we
prep.
join forces to set the new glass in.
Yeah, we've been finding it works real well. Hold that and that.
Wow, something's straight. All right, Josh, you're not gonna have to put much pressure on this, but all you do, especially these ones that have the molding, is pretty easy.
Got it.
I would just run it right along this, because if you look on that one, it's very close to.
So right along the edge.
Yeah, on the first band, but
Yeah.
you can run it like right up. Yep, just like that. Not all of them are this easy.
No, not all of them have the guard like that.
And where was it at? Right here?
So you're within, as long as you stay on the foot band and not on this molding. So if you're gonna keep a gap against. Yeah.
Just like that, yeah.
Okay, dip it one more time.
Oh.
And I see that you already placed the sensors on this new windshield to make sure that they fit.
Yes, buddy. So both of those are already on there. Both sensors. That's the camera in the rain. And then Josh is getting there. Then did it go below the
So yeah, this is where it gets tricky. This is where I would go extra. So yep. So just run a second line above this one. Just don't go into that thing.
just like a single line?
You don't have to do that either. Doesn't matter. So nope, because we're gonna go above that. That's what this does.
Drag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look right here.
Oh yeah, it kind of goes up.
No.
Oh.
They did a backer bead, but only right here. They
Only a backer bead, just
about
right
6 inches.
Okay.
They did, and then
Gotcha.
they just smeared it real quick, just to hold it.
there. Gotcha. Yeah, man, that's doing some weird stuff, isn't it? It goes
So
up
I'm
and
just
down.
thinking
up and
that
down.
backer beads are probably necessary.
Helpful. Okay, so we'll
Maybe
back-
maybe not all the way around. Like they decided that 6 inches right there was good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Just make sure you stay back. Like it doesn't have to be the same shape if we just build it out. We can use more primer.
Because it went like.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. Just finish that right there.
Okay.
That's fine.
Boom, cool.
And then maybe one run right here. Those corners off. Perfect.
That's good.
Happy with it.
Yeah, be happy.
Are you shooting this one?
Yeah, yeah, I could. This. What about this guy right here?
You want? Yeah, I just a little bit.
Yeah, you might as well. I don't know exactly why it was there for a purpose.
Weird.
Probably
Cool.
not, but
Cool. Good. Then that's trash. Yeah, I could shoot it. You want to shoot this camera? I'll shoot the bead.
it's, they're more of like a guide. Actually, that reminds me. That's aggravating. So I
Ooh.
seen this on the van, this van the other day, right? And I seen these little dots, and I thought a great way to make sure you get the new one back in place is take some tape, put it on the inside of the A-pillar, right where this dot reflects.
What?
Put a dot on the tape, right? Do the same thing on the other side.
Your side, my side.
So now the tape is there and it can be removed, but you now have markers that say, okay, we're at the right height. Once you line that mark up with this mark, you're there.
That makes perfect sense to me. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it's aggravating. It was on my mind all day the other day. I wanted to write it down, but I forgot.
So should I prep the shoot?
Yeah. I see you put the smaller battery on this guy.
Oh yeah, we can swap out.
Yeah, no, that's better.
Oh,
Because,
balance.
well, that, and I mean, you're going to tell a difference because now we're used to using that bigger battery.
Right.
So this one should make it feel a lot lighter.
So these are called sausages because they look like sausages cased in sausage casing. Here you go. That's our gun. We've gotten better at this. We've been bad, but we're getting better. I'll set this one right here. It's over here. It's a little tough. Do we need to get another
There is one.
walking tube?
Found one.
You did?
Yep.
Oh look, I just learned a lesson.
Yeah, you can put it, instead of making it do it.
So we get right here. We try to get some of this out of the tip because sometimes this is like a day old and so it's starting to cure and dry and we need it not to. Once that comes out, then we're ready to run our bead. Oh, nice. You know why I bet Braden didn't want that? I didn't like it.
Because he couldn't see where it was
I
at.
didn't see where it was at. But we have it for backup, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Second one.
This might take a second sausage.
Yeah, I guess you're right, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that little.
That slipped me.
Yeah, I know. right, ladies and gentlemen.
If stuff is weird, you can pause. You can grab again.
I like this technique because you don't break the bead. There's not something you have to feather back together, and it gives you the luxury of being able to stop and reposition yourself, get comfortable.
Oh, buddy. I'm afraid of slipping on that thing. I think I'll be okay.
You can lean back some, brother.
Okay.
Like,
Thank you.
keep leaning. I'm not gonna need to.
Oh, I broke my bead. Yo.
I'll take that.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna step down.
Let's see. I'll be okay. This is not an easy task inside a big vehicle like this. So when you have an end, you have to go past it so that you can feather it together, because otherwise you would have a point that would leak.
A gap. Huh?
A gap, yeah. Now these things are usually made by factory, and so they have like really good runs. Like right there was one. They did something different. See if I can come across there. Thank you, brother. It is, man. Oh, man.
We're gonna have to retry that one, bro.
I might be able to flip it up.
Here. And it didn't stick. I watched you pull it.
I might be able to flip it up, you don't think?
I think we need to cut it, get it out of there, run a bead away.
Oh, okay. Damn. So yeah, the bead needs to be
I think you should have repositioned yourself, bro.
for all of this,
Yeah.
because all of it's kind of sideways, isn't it? Do you think I can pull any of it up?
That if you don't do that top corner where you finished,
Yeah.
if you don't pull that back and rerun it, it's gonna leak.
Okay.
The reason I can tell
Yeah, because
when you run the bead,
it lifted.
it's coming out and it's running onto the body, right?
Right.
Right there, you were exhausted, so you pulled
Yeah.
instead of ran it, and I watched it stretch. It didn't touch the.
It
next
lifted.
level.
But do you think this could come up, or no? Do you think?
We can work on that later, but I'm really concerned about that.
Okay. So you're saying pull this guy.
All the way from that corner to where you stopped at.
Okay. So rerun that, Brady.
I think it goes off.
Thank you.
I could even now, I think. Oh. Good call, bro.
Thank you.
And then maybe just a little bit right here to connect the gap.
Oh shit, did I touch that?
No, I moved it down because it was like slipped up in there. I tried to
Gotcha.
straighten it a little bit.
What you got going on later, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to go to golf? No.
I'm trying to hit the sauna.
Sauna. Okay. Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, if you'd like to. I do have a customer after this.
Is that gonna suffice, bro?
Yeah, for sure. Let me get some.
Yeah, I did pretty good everywhere, but my lay was supposed to be up, tilted up, like all of this. So then we have to feather this in. You have to feather this in so that it will do what it needs to.
So check this out, Josh. See this right here? It's an end and the start. What you do is you don't get this on your brand new Apple Watch. You just kind of feather it in to each other. Side and this side.
Corey's absolutely right about this, though, man. Is the unnecessary added work that I have to do right now was because of coming around that corner and laying it down wrong.
It's one of them things, man, where it's all about being comfortable.
Yeah.
If you're in a comfortable position,
You
then-
saw that I wasn't, huh, at the end there?
Yeah. I could see that you were getting exhausted, and that's why that last run there, I seen it. It was like you wanted to, but you didn't have it, so you like stretched it.
Yeah. Is that gonna work, brother? I got 2 more blades, but I think I pulled everything up.
I like to do this right here
Run along it, yeah.
and just clean it up,
I like that too.
and then it kind of like straightens it back onto the path it should be.
Yeah, I like that straight and narrow. On the straight and narrow path. Yeah, he's absolutely right, man. I was fatigued. We've done one like this before. But it was newer to us to experience that, and so I think the whole process was exhilarating.
I know for me, this is one of the most stressful parts.
Laying the bead.
And getting confident with this is the key to success.
Yes, I agree. with
It
that.
really is. When you get to a point where this doesn't intimidate you, you feel very confident about this part of the job is the part where it becomes your 9 to 5, where you're like, yeah, dude, I can do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
'Cause everything else is pretty straightforward. I like to really feather it in. Another thing, Heath,
Yeah, brother.
we should look into new tips that would make it so that this ridge isn't as high. Like maybe just a tad bit smaller.
Okay, different tips.
Different tips that just produce the same bead, but just not as tall, if that makes sense.
Real quick.
I need to wipe off this shirt real quick. Yo, this is for a second where I wipe off this.
Yeah. Stuff gets everywhere, huh? We could have a new one too, if you want.
Yeah,
We could do this here. I could let this little guy just film us.
You gotta get off this shirt or we'll never come over.
Here's a new one.
Thank you so much.
For some reason, man, the stuff, even when it's on here, it transfers off of it anyway. Polyurethane is not a good thing, dude. It's a good thing for doing its job,
Yeah.
but it's not a good thing for getting on.
I'm getting pretty good at not getting it all over me. No.
Yeah. I said that to Corey one day, and I went like this, and I had it all over my elbow. I'm looking pretty good, man. We want to do, we don't have to. We activated that, right?
I'm curious about it because I think we need to call the manufacturer and find out, like, legitimately.
Yeah, the Sika.
Yeah, what's the standard procedure for it?
Right. You ready to lay that in there, bro?
Yeah. You?
Yeah. Cool.
I think so.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool stuff or not?
Yeah, it is really cool.
Oh, you can always arrange it again.
That could be or no.
I think so. Don't you? Backer beat the whole thing?
Maybe just stitches. Maybe just like here at the end
Okay.
and a little.
With this same
Maybe
tip?
right here in the corner.
With this tip or a different tip?
That tip's fine. Fuck it. I guess instead of using up more tips.
Okay.
And I'll just go behind you with the glove and smear it in.
Yeah, you gotta seat that one in, don't you? You got it going?
So how you think it goes? Just like maybe certain points right here.
Yeah.
Here. Here. Yeah, and then like how they did the one right in the center.
Okay.
At the bottom.
Okay.
So like 6 total.
Okay, so we're going corner.
I would start here, at this end, go this way.
Okay.
Stop. Pull around this corner. Stop. One right here if you want. And then just copy on this side.
Cool. Let me pull here. I'm right-handed. I'm gonna go your way. Like that?
Yep.
And pull it just down to this thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't go past it, just like maybe a 1/4 inch before it ends.
Middle. Is it middle?
Yeah.
Huh? Sorry, buddy.
I don't know.
It's kind of a messy job, huh? It can be.
I just should have been paying more attention, that's all. They added a little bit of extra polyethylene on the edges there.
Huh?
Center.
Yeah.
I'm on
guess
this
we
side.
better- yeah.
Polyurethane over here.
Okay. Take it back.
Hit that poly, see that?
Yeah.
Gotta hit that then. Razor blades or?
No, we're gonna have to build it back up.
Can I lay right on top of it?
I think. Let me grab this glove and
Shit, man.
see if- All right. We should have been more prepared with stands and Josh inside. So now I'm gonna have you take the bison tool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick it on that main side of the
Windshield?
Yep. And once we start to set it in, I'm just gonna have you hold it.
Oh yeah, we did that because we had, what's his name with us?
Yeah, Isaac.
Do you need more poly right there?
Yeah, I'm late. Yeah, we can take it off.
It's too late.
Right there.
So go a little past it on either side.
Yeah, let's just run one.
Thank you. Get the two stands ready. I'll meet you. Dude, I can't believe that. Stuff happened. Center, man?
What's that?
They're in the center for this, huh?
Yeah.
This will give a handhold for you to help us, Josh, when we get in there.
Okay.
Maybe for this time we could set the camera down.
No, it's not your fault. Shit happens.
But we don't have two stands, just so you know.
Sorry.
Josh inside. This will be your guy to hold on to help us to set it, but don't pull in on us.
The issue we're having though is we need to lift it, bottom end, right? We need to find where we're level.
Yep.
So when we bring it in, Josh, right? We're gonna be flat. We're gonna start to raise it up. Don't grab it yet. We're gonna bring it back down in here. This is where I want you to grab it. But you're just a swivel. Don't pull in any direction. Just wait for us to tell you, like, hey, pull up. Most likely, pull up.
Right. You're talking about stand with you. Can you set some stand on over here?
Nope, you'll be inside. We'll be all right, I think.
Maybe if you had this position a little bit more and just closer to him.
Actually, I'm gonna go a little wider.
A little wider.
Yeah.
A little more close spot.
Alright, so Josh inside.
Yep.
Let's rock. Okay, buddy.
Right.
We got this one.
Yep.
Come on, and we'll follow your lead.
Push out, Josh. My way a little. Okay. Okay. Lay the top in. Yep. Yep, right on the money. Right. Okay, Josh, all I want you to do, cool. Not much, just a little. Just to keep it where it is. Alright, switch it. Yep. Right there. Right there. We're good.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, it was definitely no, it really was. Yeah, it took a little pressure off having you hold that in there. It was like this is enough. That was a good set. That was a beautiful fucking set. That's what I love about this stuff, man. Is when it goes the right way, it's so fucking satisfying. I love it.
Yeah. I'll get you more of this.
Super satisfied with this.
So what church do you go to?
Oh, I have churches every 3 times. Yeah, I don't have a church. Haven't had a home church for a little while.
Me neither. I just go to church. Maybe we can go someday.
You just go? Where are you going?
I went to the Mosaic and I thought it was alright, but I've just been trying them out to see who I like. I always stick with one.
With one what?
Church.
Church.
Yeah. Trying to see. I go there, not trying, but I go to hear the pastor, and if I like him, then I'll go to hear him a couple more times. And I'll go try another church and see how their pastor is.
Yeah, so you realize that like it's the body that's the church, it's the people. It's the, some people feel that the church that they're at is what's going to get them. It's never that. Because it's kind of a funny Christian thing. It's like
A little bit of a cleanup inside too. No, it's not bad.
yeah, man, I've been following you for a long time. I've been in like Seventh-day Adventist. I've been in like Pentecostal. What's your favorite book, buddy?
My favorite book?
Yeah. And it could be a favorite book right now. Not like book, not like book of the Bible.
Oh, book of the Bible? Oh,
Six, yeah.
okay. Matthew.
You like Matthew?
I just seen the closest to Jesus.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like Matthew. I like Romans.
Yeah.
Yeah, not everybody gets along with Paul, but I kind of like his story, man. What? Remember what came next over there? Do you remember what came next over there?
Yes.
Up in there, the mirror, yeah.
All right. There you go. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so next was that mirror. Where's the mirror?
First one, yeah.
Yeah, at least that's what I saw was.
Right here.
Can I get one of those
What you need?
wipes? The wipes
Yep.
to clean the side up?
Gotcha. Get one of these wipes. Turn it, let's see, turn it this way there, actually. Turn it, spin it this way. Spin the mirror this way, the other way. Oh, a little further?
Yeah.
A little further? Oh,
Yep.
you almost got
Start
right there, yeah.
Start there.
Sorry, man.
Actually, oh, right there, you feel it. Yep.
Okay.
And then twist towards you.
And twist right.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't really help you out in the middle of the game there. There's the game, I'm like right there, right there. Twist it a little bit, yeah.
I'm really happy with this one, bro.
Yeah.
Really good, man. Makes me happy. Who would have thought just a couple weeks ago me and you were all nervous about all
Yeah.
of this?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, he's already good at like putting the shroud on. Jesus had a shroud. Shroud of Turin.
Yeah, the shroud of Turin is still in Turin.
Yeah. Oh, is that a place? Turin is a place?
Yeah, that's where they found the shroud.
Ah.
I believe it's in Italy.
Shroud of Turin. So we're doing two things, people. We're doing getting ready for post scan or calibration, while Josh is putting that thing back together up there. It's close, but what was funny was when I took it apart, it wasn't fully
It wasn't fully
It wasn't fully put in place. It didn't snap in place for whoever was doing it.
Okay, so maybe I gotta try to.
Yeah.
I see a little piece that goes in right here. Little piece right here. There we go. Oh.
It's just a weird position for things like that. So we're looking over Corey's shoulder.
Okay.
That's about how it was, man, when
That's how it is.
when we got it. It's
Oh,
how it
feels
is,
like
it's
it.
how it was.
Yeah,
with that spray. Can we ever just get a calibration without calibrating, without driving it and everything? Or no, it will never.
No, never.
Because
Even if this
we've
told
moved
you it did,
camera.
it's wrong. Yeah, so all of this is actually, any error would be human error.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's your job to catch it.
Okay.
Okay, here we are. I'm curious. You see the options here now, how they've changed?
Yeah.
So before this was pre-scan, and now we have this option.
Oh, windshield repair.
Yeah, so if the front windshield is repaired or replaced, if the vehicle is equipped with the front view camera, rain and light sensor, or other sensors, the corresponding calibration should be performed. Okay, please ensure that the following conditions are met. Ignition is off, or ignition is on, engine is off, the VCI is connected properly. Okay, so down here, we can tell that we're connected right here. So
Oh, do we got
actually, I
internet?
think this one should be on, but it probably will be in a second.
Okay.
Okay, so after the windshield is replaced or repaired, the camera control unit calibration is required. Okay, we know that these are good. Okay. Replace the front windshield. Okay.
Josh, you want to be our filmer again?
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay. So this is the static part. This is where it's leaving us static. Yep.
So we got put together the hood, the wipers, and all that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. They both snap. Do we have anything similar to it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So you want to hear one of my favorite verses?
Yes.
It's because I use it really to justify the roles that I play in film, because I play everything from the devil to, like bad guys, suicide, all the kind of stuff that would otherwise seem unsavory to a Christian, like Kirk Cameron. But mine is, I have become all things to all men, that by all means I might save some. To the Jew, I've become as a Jew, that I might win the Jew. To those who are under the law, as though under the law, that I might win those who are under the law. To those who are without law, as though being without law, but not being under law toward Christ. What is it? But being under law, not being without law toward God, but under law toward Christ, that I might win the more. To the weak, I become weak, that I might win the weak. I become all things to all men, that I might win. That I might win the more. So that's the basically what I figured was as an actor, I could play all kinds of roles, and it's not like damnable. I don't get condemned. I'm not offended.
Because you're becoming the part so that people change
Yes.
or see what they don't want to be.
Yeah.
Because you need the opposite to be good or to see the other side.
I agree. Corey, did I disconnect this call? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for seeing it that way, Josh. Because you do. You got to become. Not everybody needs to become all things, but some of us are in those positions of having to be.
To not condemn anybody and to realize that we're all human and without the opposing force, nothing would be created. Everything would just be light. Mine is if thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Ooh.
And of course you can relate that with concentration and focus. But I relate it with moving beyond what you see with your eyes and seeing what you see within your soul.
Yeah. I like that.
Are you getting yours to lay in?
The only part I'm not really understanding is where this fucking tube goes.
It went off to the side, just over on the side there.
Okay. Maybe that's the first place. Looks alright.
If thine eye be single.
It's in place. Actually, mine, it looks like there's an issue here. Like, not from us, but just the cowl was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause they didn't do that.
Yeah, it's lining up where it's into the cowl, but this part is bent like somewhere.
It's not what I did when I flipped it over so that I could set it down, was it?
Like it's there to go in place, but it bends back towards us.
You're trying to move that hose behind so it leaks down.
Well, there's actually,
Something to clip to it.
yeah.
This should clip probably right there. Yeah, maybe that's just holding the top here. That's what those clips
Yeah,
are
is
for.
it a bumper? Doesn't make sense. Does it? It's done?
Oh wait, I see. Do you see this right here?
Yeah.
You see this little clip inside here? Does it go inside the windshield?
There's a reservoir in the windshield that allows it to seep into it.
Oh, okay.
And I hope I didn't do that damage. Because while I do want to be all things to all men, I don't want to be the guy who broke your shit.
So we still have those set things there and there.
And I can find those clips.
Something similar, yeah.
There we go.
There's one just like these, but skinnier, but I'll try it. I think they're not long enough is what the problem is.
Not long enough. Barely longer.
I think that this is going into that's going into that metal piece you said not to go into right here.
Yeah, it clips into it.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Clips into it. So the best it's gonna get. You know?
Okay.
The only other thing I have are these, and I don't know if they're.
Yeah, they were like little, like little screw type, like little rubber things that would like furrow in and furrow out.
Hey, that did work. You got it in. It's a little weird positioning, but it does fit.
Awesome.
Hey, happy. Here's all our little clips. Tiny little clips. But you never know which one you're gonna need. Crazy. Oh yeah, these are what they were like, wasn't it?
Yep, just like that. Yeah.
Were there any more clips? Just those ones, huh?
Nope, it's just them two, I think.
This is what that is. These
Yeah,
are
this
all,
takes off this.
yeah, they're like lock unlocks and stuff, and I guess it'll take that whole thing off.
Okay.
But I don't know what's under there.
Yeah, me either. But I guess we don't need to know.
Don't need to know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean the windshield, and then we'll get ready for calibration. It's gonna be a good one, right? You guys are distracted from the drive.
I'll clean the windshield.
Yeah, you want it? You can clean both sides if you'd like. Crazy Corey. He just cleaned like 45% of the windshield for you. Yeah. Here's this too, buddy. You could take those off first.
Alright.
Don't cut yourself. You could set your stuff down, your other stuff down. Yeah. I'll take the trash. Does your whole family love Jesus? Or did you come to Christ on your own?
I grew up in a Christian family.
That's nice.
And I love Jesus, but I wouldn't say I'm a Christian.
Oh, you're a follower of Christ.
Yes, I love Christ, and I love what Christ did for us.
Yeah.
And I love that Christ had, he died for our sins. He had so much compassion that he believed that if you couldn't get to God on your own, you could go through him.
Yes.
And so,
Do you see him as a teacher or like a prophet, or do you see him as like?
he was definitely a prophet. God's soul has definitely descended upon him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely reached the point of enlightenment to where his vessel was worthy enough to receive the light of the Creator and to be able to do the works that the Creator asked of him. Because he wouldn't have done anything more or less than what was asked of him to do. He was that close to the divine Father, the Father.
Does that take away his deity oneness of being like Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, or is it something that anybody can attain? I'm talking about like yogis and.
If you walk the path that he walked, you can attain the same. You become a son or a daughter of God.
Yeah.
And Christ consciousness.
Christ consciousness. Okay.
So the Christ consciousness is what gave him the ability to do the works that he did. And because he was so close to God, he wasn't doing it from ego or for show.
It was love.
But yeah, for love, to show that we have within us, we can attain the same. He came to show us what's possible.
How to do it.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Can
we attain like salvation apart from like Christ as our salvation?
Well, I think there is a point where, so I don't believe in hell. I believe we create our own hell.
Yeah.
And we'll condemn ourselves. But God never casted us to hell, because to create hell would be to send you to hell would be to send yourself. It would be to send Himself, because God is everything.
Yeah.
Because we are His children, right? So I feel that you may go to like a purgatory somewhere in between, but you won't reach the highest heaven until you have made some type of reconciliation or repentance for the wrongs that you have done to others and to yourself. So you'll keep going back. And I believe in reincarnation. That's a cycle.
You believe in reincarnation?
And that will keep coming back until we've reached our highest fulfillment and merged back with God altogether.
I myself don't believe in like reincarnation, but I also don't believe in hell. And hell and hellfire, for what it's worth, was never meant for mankind. It was meant for Satan and the fallen angels. And so like I like to use John 3:16, which is a little more succinct than necessary, or than with most people. So, for God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Me should not perish but have everlasting life. It only gives us two options: either perish, cease to exist, non-existence, or everlasting life. And that's what. But that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Fishy. That's pretty cool, man. You're a deep thinker, and I take it you're a Berean in the fact of searching, seeking, reading scripture and word. I don't know if you've read other things like the Talmud or the Tanakh, Torah.
I'm studying the Kabbalah right now. Yeah, I'm actually.
Kabbalah?
The Kabbalah.
Kabbalah. What is Kabbalah? Is that Hindu? Sorry.
No, it's Judaism.
Judaism is the Kabbalah.
Yep.
Well, I've read the Tanakh, which is the Pentateuch, the five major and minor books of Moses. So I read it back. I read it.
Talmud?
Well, it's called the Tanakh, the Torah, and the Pentateuch.
So these were the hidden Gnostic texts.
Really?
Yeah, when Moses came down off of Mount Sinai, and he gave these teachings. He kept these he kept these masters were writing.
Really?
But the Kabbalah contains the tree of life. Talking about going all the way back into creation when Adam and Eve. I'll show you some of it. I have a course on it right now.
Nice, man. See, so you're a studier, bro.
Oh, I'm seeking, yeah. I'm gonna go to Egypt. I'm gonna go underneath the temples.
No, I've not done all that stuff, but
I haven't done that, but I'm going to.
I've
studying Kriya right now.
I've read my Bible 7 times back to back, front to back. Listened to it probably over 30 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and I quote it often. Quote scripture. But I'm still. May God never have me grow up and grow out of like him as the like. I still always see him as my salvation, as opposed to like myself or from law that I could attain anything, because I don't know. I need a savior. I can't do these things. It says, let God be true and every man a liar, and also what's the other thing? That if anyone claims to keep the law, if he's kept the law and failed in one, he's failed the whole law. And so then, therefore, we needed somebody who was a savior that was perfect and did not
I believe it was something.
fail in any law.
I feel like it was Jesus. Like 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah.
There was something much more deeper, much more symbolic going on when he was on the cross. And when he came back to life and he conquered death. Because I think we see it in the physical that he died on the cross and then he resurrected himself. But I think it's something that had to happen for the human souls to have the opportunity to go back to heaven, because some other force, demonic you could call it, that created itself, is holding us down.
And he made a way.
And he made a way that made
Did he
out
make?
of that.
He made a way, the truth, and the life.
Themselves can do anything they need.
This guy studies, bro.
Yeah, Josh is all about it.
He's bout it. Okay, these are confirmation points. What he's setting up right now, it's laser guided. So he's got this. It's gonna laser, if it didn't already. Oh, it's gonna laser right on the center going up. And then there's gonna laser to the back so that we have straight on with this thing to do calibration. It has targets to calibrate camera. Yeah, brother?
Yeah, I need you for a second.
Yeah, are we off?
Yeah, well, they didn't think of everything, man.
What you mean? Did we lose a part?
No.
Oh, no. No, this, yeah. This guy comes here.
Sure?
I know, man. Some of these things are wackadoo. And then once we have that center, then once we have that center, then we turn it off.
See, I guess it's gonna be center out there no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. That's it.
Yeah, you and I gotta have some fun and talk about this Jesus shit.
Yeah.
I got your light up.
Yeah, let me know what you're complaining
Yeah, man. So Josh, come look. So when we look straight down, there's a mirror right here, and that mirror will let you see in the back of the car that there's a it lights up. Do you see that? So if I block this, then it doesn't go back there, or if I block that. So
okay, I
so it's
see.
a confirmation point to let us know that we've actually bisected the car
And then
right
the
in
center.
half, center.
Okay.
So, come over here, brother. just a little bit. There we are. I'll hold this one. What he's making now is a backer board for targeting. Fortunately, we don't have any wind because it turns into a sail. Brother, we're at 2 hours.
So realistically, man, we should be wrapping up right now.
Instead of straight into this.
Yeah.
Oh, see all that Jesus talk? That's got us set behind.
I was just saying that going to work for it could be like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Who knows? We might get this stuff to come together real quick now.
Why we guys like this? Yeah. It's okay. It's not ahead of yourself. Where do we got line this out at? I see what you're saying because then we can't see where the center is. What's our distance, do you know? Not yet.
So we're just so you know, we're perfectly lined up with our laser right now.
Yeah, so it's 150 from I know that's correct information. 150 from the bumper because total is 3,000. And it's 950 from the center of the wheel to the bumper. It's not 950 from the wheel. So we need to be at 2050. And I'm ultimately So now we just gotta get. Okay, so if you could just lean forward, tilt it this way, just the slightest. Yep, go towards me a little. Alright. Oh, a little more. I'm sorry, bro. So we're at 2064.
at all?
2064, that's perfect.
At 2064. You want to come see what Corey's doing?
Absolutely.
You had it. You already had it. Yeah, what do you need it at? 1400, okay. 1400. So you grab this guy and pull this guy and we lift up to 1400, but without moving the guy. So you're gonna loosen it, right? No, this guy pull this. 1400. Right there. But then we might have been off a little. I think we're okay. 1400. We're at 1400. He needs us out of the way now. You want to film it?
Absolutely.
Do you need door shut or no, bro?
Yeah.
Other side might be better. Back. Oh yeah. All right. So we go like this. Are you sure it's not the 400?
Calibration performed successfully. Press OK to run second part of the test. Okay, so now we need to move it to the next one. What was that next measurement? 24. What's that measurement right now?
You're at the 2060.
2060. So the next one is 20. It's supposed to be 2050. And then there's what? Remember you from the forum?
Yeah, but it was 1400 and 2400, and then we had to take off for the hub. It was like 950, so we took off. So
All right. So they're saying from hold the handle on the calibration frame. This doesn't really matter to us because we don't have the Autel stand.
Okay.
But I'm going to read it anyways. Hold the handle on the calibration frame and slowly move the calibration frame to ensure the distance between the surface of the pattern plate and the windshield facing the camera is about 2,700 millimeters.
So we gotta go to 2700
So that's the measurement that should be on there next.
instead of the 2050. So go to 2700. Yeah.
That's what it's showing, man, because look at the diagram. It's going from the camera
Yep.
to that.
Okay.
So
I'll move back to 2700. Is
Okay.
that the laser on? So this is what we're doing. Where we're at is 1969, but we need to move back to 2700. So we just move this guy back. Maybe there. Let's give it a shot. See if we are winner chicken dinner. And I'm also trying to keep that laser 2400, 2486. We gotta go back a little more. It adds up quick in millimeters. You see how I'm keeping that laser in the middle there? Come on. 27. Is 2783 okay? No, we'll come forward. Ever so slight. Let's see if he can hit it.
I'm way off.
Let's see if he hit it.
Oh?
Ooh, he's right there. Huh. Ever so slightly. Come on. Second, see more.
pull that a little bit. $2,900. How'd we just jump?
How'd that happen?
Are we getting a bet? 2762. Huh? Lasers off.
Places aren't lined up.
In the middle.
Yeah. Just go sit in the driver's seat. You'll see. You'll see.
You have to move your head to the middle.
2714.
Move your head that way. Is it better?
No, because it's still on the left. If you're looking at it at the bottom front marker, it's to the left a little.
I see that.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I might sound like I'm crazy, but better. It's good.
All right.
We got to that 2714.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn the laser off.
We don't want no reflections on this whatsoever.
Good luck to us. Josh, how many hours a minute are we at?
No target phone.
Do I need to close the van or anything?
Function has failed. Do you want to skip function to proceed to the next function? No. Next. Possibly.
Close the van.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now?
This is called the static calibration. So we're this camera up here we're calibrating.
And what's the other type of calibration?
Dynamic.
And what's that one for?
What you call it? Cruise control. Test it. Oh, because now we have to go back to the 24. We have to do it all over. So now we're back at the 2050 marker.
2050 mark.
Sorry, guys.
2050. You want to try to get there?
Okay.
push that up arrow again. 2050 is what we need. $2050, not $2,500.
Oh, 2050.
2050.
Okay. $2073.
2073. Are you centered?
Can you go check that? Make sure.
Yeah.
Is the laser on?
Yeah, laser is on, and it is. That's dead center. That
this
is.
one on?
No, that doesn't have a laser.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
just a distance.
that's on. It's lined up too. Yeah. Oh, I just turned it off. But it was on. Tedium, huh? Tedium.
It's not bad. So, this stays on right now, of course.
Yeah, for sold.
How did the window crack if it was already sold? Something fell on it, or?
What I notice is see this and see that there. This makes it a rental unit. So before it became something that somebody bought, it's a rental unit. So it had been used, and that's how I got the chips in the windshield, and the chips turned into cracks.
Okay.
Are we okay?
Keep saying test failed, so give her a second. Turned it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
No.
Because it shouldn't be doing this. It should read it, and then should take us to the next step, move it back, read it, boom. Successful.
What do you think about our lighting and stuff? Do you think we need to be over there and facing?
Yeah, but then we have to take everything over across the street, do all this stuff. Like,
That's true.
it just keeps failing.
Failing.
What's failing?
So this camera sends out a signal, right? The same way that your phone can read a QR code. So the calibration is doing exactly that. We need to get this camera to send a signal to that and read it. So it reads it, right? And then this says, okay, you're ready. Move it back to this measure. We move it back. Press it up. No, we're where we need to be.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's where it needs to be. So it needed to be 1,400 millimeters high. It needed to be, what's it called? I'll confirm this.
Move it up a little bit, you said?
Oh, hey. Move it back. Up. Move this up. You want to set it center? See how this is the center. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I don't know if that's too high now. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that's definitely not straight. 1 second, so just a little bit more angle.
Yeah. Poor quality? Yeah. Oh, watch out. Just standing in the way. Damn.
They just realized that this was a poorly designed thing.
Yeah. We're at
Hang on, Josh. Hang on, bro.
Oh. We're at 2073, I think, bro. Just so you know.
Yeah, the thing that's getting me is we already passed it. Okay.
Before.
And then we failed the second part of it,
Yeah.
which took us back to the first part.
Right.
So I don't know if this just isn't.
The measurement?
It's got to be the lighting.
It's got to be the lighting.
It's got to be the lighting.
Okay, so then we got to pull over there.
Yeah.
We could wheel that thing over there. And where do you want to be?
Anywhere.
Just facing straight out there, or be careful. Yeah. Be careful. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. One in back too. I'll take these two things, these confirmation points. Thank you. Okay, everybody, we're gonna go try to get a calibration out of this. We're not doing good. Not doing good. It's dangerous. Hi, buddy. I'm wondering, do you want to face the van that way and have the sun hit this thing, or what do you want to do? Face north, just like this? Okay. Yeah? So you want to set this up so that it goes right up the middle.
And it doesn't matter that we're not on level ground.
Yeah. So here's what we've been told. Level ground doesn't matter, but same plane matters. So
these have to be the same.
so if the device is on the same plane, then everything should work. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So if there's a slight tilt, and then you're on the slight tilt, then everything's fine. And that's what we are reading is like that's a tilt, of course, huh? I think those are supposed to go up the bumper. Oh, my bad. You want to touch the bumper. That'll have to work. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And then that one, you could touch the laser on the bottom there. the little black thing, and then on the back there. Yeah. So now you get to line this up and that mirror with the one in the back. So, like, I mean, it seems really pretty level here in the front, but I'm looking down that mirror. Are you looking down the mirror?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Pretty sure you're pretty even.
I think so. Bisecting. Now, the tough thing is going to be being able to see this here.
Way off, ain't I? Is that business going? Let's do this. I'm not seeing the laser happening. Is it fading? Our battery's fading? Yep, battery's faded. We gotta use the one from the... Can you get me the battery from the one in the back? Yes, please. Sorry, bro. It's taking a minute anyway.
You want me to put the dead battery back in the other one?
Sure. Now we got laser. How far back? $20.68.
We got 2068. Want to hop in there? Oh, yeah. 2068 is what we're at.
Yeah, failed.
Failed again.
Failed.
Really?
Yeah.
Think it's the level ground?
No.
No.
Nope. I don't know what it is. I think it's fucking car cow, to be honest with you.
It's Carcal's problem?
Dude, I'm starting to realize that, like,
Does it
they
have to
are
be started
definitely an aftermarket product,
Yeah.
you know?
You're sure our measurements are right?
I just don't. Why would it have passed over there?
That's true.
And why would someone else put up the info, from that forum? They were like, oh yeah, I seen on here about one of these the other day. Here's the measurements.
Yeah, but that was from the hub. Was
Okay, so
14.
if you would like, we could get the tape measure out. We can measure from the hub back there. But if you do the math, it's the 2050.
Well, it would be a 400 first, and then a 1400. Can we try a 400 and then a 1400? Can I
Yeah.
try that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right up on this page. Problem is the 400 is so damn close. Let's try that. I'm at a 463. Good luck to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast.
So our measurement, we need to know our measurements, man. I don't know if you can get back on that forum, pull up that picture,
Yeah.
because it wouldn't change. It's a ProMaster. It's gonna be those same measurements.
Yeah, because the first one, because what I remember now was it said 1400 earlier, right? And it said 1400 from the hub. So you take 950 off. Hey, can I see my phone?
Yeah.
I gotta. Okay, guys, we're done. You're done. We're done.